Welcome to the Salty Spittoon. How tough are you?
How tough am I? How tough am I? I'm doing my own podcast.
Yeah, so?
I'm doing it sober.
Right this way. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Wow. This episode of Superbush is brought to you by
the River County Big Cat Rehabilitation Center. The River County Big Cat Rehabilitation Center, keeping tigers and lions off meth since 2003.
Oh yeah, it's the Superbush Show. You are in for a treat if you're listening to this. I'm going to have a guest on today. Mr. Dan Snyder from the Washington Redskins is going to tell you, talking to me about the name change. And for now, I'm going to be talking to my guest host for this week, Mr. Chris Albright.
We started?
Yeah, we've begun. We
already started.
Yeah, we already started. I don't like doing like intros and shit. I don't know. I don't like doing like the whole, like, ladies and gentlemen, here's Chris Albright.
Wow, you didn't write me an intro?
No, I didn't. Was I supposed to write an intro for you? He is a sex symbol. Please welcome Chris Albright. People are always say like, "Oh, well, what's your porn name? Street you grew up on, and then like the name of your first pet." But I was thinking, what would be your sandwich name? And I think your sandwich name would be Crunch Albright.
Oh, I like that. I would eat that.
I need a crunch. Like, hey, let me get the Crunch Albright. That's my sandwich right there. That's what I'm gonna have. It's got bacon crisps. It's got those little onions, those little fried onion slivers. Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. I think it should have several meats as well.
Stacked up meats. Well, welcome to my podcast, the Superbush Podcast. Everyone has a fucking podcast now. I know, so it's not anything special. I know you're being asked on all of these. Everyone and their mom has a podcast now. My mom actually does have a podcast now. It's called like does your mom have a podcast? She have a great podcast.
Oh, I know. It would be called Go Play With Yourself. She just would get angry and go, "Oh, for God, go play with yourself.
Go play with yourself."
Yeah, the last two episodes, I know something's different about them. I don't know.
Of my show? Of this show?
Yeah. It's been really good.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you
you're
so
welcome.
much.
You're welcome. I was listening to Liam and Tom. Come on.
Good stuff with those guys, for sure.
I remember when you used to record them when we lived together.
Did I record them when we lived together? I don't remember doing that.
Podcast days, I remember you usually did Sundays, I think, and then I would just go watch football.
That's right. We would record on Sundays and then have.
And then I go, "Okay, guys, I'm gonna go watch football."
You're a massive football person, like with the Steelers and everything. You're so loud. You get all mad. You get all sweaty and angry, and just like you're the nicest, most gentle person, except for when the Steelers are losing. If the Steelers are losing, but they're not losing bad. If they're losing bad, whatever. But if they're like losing, but they're not quite giving it their all, that's when you're the most angry. We're just like, "God, the fuck!" And it's like if they're down by a field goal and a half, that is the worst. That is the angriest I've ever seen you. Is if the Steelers
I would rather them just be getting blown out. I would rather them just be getting blown out than a field goal. You used to come into the living room and I would either be like, or I would come out in the living room and you would just be crying in a ball watching This Is Us.
Oh yeah.
Be like, oh, it's Andrew time.
Listen, don't knock This Is Us. If no one's seen that show, it is a beautiful show. It will make you cry. The whole point of the show is to make you cry. It's about family and like everything awful that could happen to somebody happens. It's like
all at once.
My dad has cancer. Well, I just had a stillborn child. And like it's like
oh God.
It's like and you're just like, oh no.
And the pet dog has died.
But I know you because we used to live together and we've written stuff together. Yeah, because you're a writer. You're like a professional writer and shit. Like you write for television and stuff now.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of. A little bit. You got a little something going on there.
What's funny is how we actually met is actually pretty funny.
Yeah. This is how I met a lot of people, though. But go ahead and tell the story.
Yeah.
since you're so enthusiastic to tell it. As I sip on my Red Bull. Go on.
He's sipping on his Red Bull out of a mug. When I first moved out to California, we used to make prank videos, me and my roommate at the time. We needed somebody to film, basically, because we always had someone around to film for us on the East Coast, but we didn't know anybody on the West Coast. So my roommate's idea was, I'll just put an ad on Craigslist. And I was like, well, we don't have money. How are we even going to... I was like, no one's going to respond to your stupid ad. Do you want to make YouTube videos and not get paid? But we were YouTube partners. But I was like, go ahead. It's worth a shot. Nobody responded except one person and showed up. And
nobody else responded? I literally was like, wow, responded. What a golden opportunity to get to film prank videos. Oh, my God. How cool is that? What's the pay? Nothing?
Nothing great.
Man. I'm in. Just exposure and experience? Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it, guys.
And this guy shows up at the door and goes, hi, I'm Andrew. And I was like, to my roommate, can I just talk to you for a second? He's going to kill us and take all our stuff. Yeah, but now we're good friends from Craigslist. Craigslist.
Well, it's funny. It's actually how I met Sean and started this podcast in the first place. The reason we started this podcast is because we were just having a conversation at a bar, and there was this drunk guy who was overhearing us, and he kept on like interrupting. Like he's like, what happened? Whatever happened to her? And I'm like, what? The story's like this. I'm trying to get into comedy. I'm trying to do all these other things. And he was like, well, do you have a podcast? And I was like, no. And he's like, if you had one, I'd listen to it.
You know what I remember too? When I came home the one time and you were just like, hey. I was like, hey, Andrew. And I walked in and you had a piano on the kitchen table. You're like, or a keyboard. And you're like, hey, I got a keyboard. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that, Andrew? You're like, I'm gonna learn a song. Okay.
I learned songs. I learned the Flintstones.
You actually
yeah, I still have that keyboard, you know. I still have it. Here, actually
I remember it.
I have it right. Hold on. Oh, it's not. Hold on. It's plugged in. It's just.
Can you hook it up to the computer?
Yeah, I have it. I have it right here. Look. Well, you can't see.
You used to play the Flintstones. I remember. You taught yourself.
Yeah.
Fairly quick.
Yeah. I did learn how to play the Flintstones. It's a just Flintstones. Yeah, piece of cake. I learned a lot more songs since the Flintstones, dude. So many more songs. Yes, I did. Yeah, I know how to play at least, gosh, what is it? Like 58 songs now. At least.
Oh, you're full of shit.
No, I know how to play. Listen. I know how to play. All right, so you know Flintstones. Just Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're a monsters family. Yeah. So I don't know. Name a song. I could play almost any song.
Really put me on the spot here.
I know. All right.
How about Smash Mouth? How about Smash Mouth All Star?
Smash Mouth All Star. Okay. How's the song go? Okay. Somebody once told me that the world is gonna roll me. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed.
So you can play anything.
Anything.
You can play 58 songs.
58 songs. What's that song? Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah,
right?
Go ahead.
Just a small town girl, just a small town boy. Living in a small town world.
You sure that's not the Flintstones?
We'll have a gay old time.
Yeah, that sounds like the Flintstones. You keep saying we'll have a gay old time. I'm pretty sure that's from the Flintstones.
Billie Eilish, Bad Guy.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Tough guy. I'm a rough guy. I'm a really tough guy. Bad guy. I'm a bad guy. I am a bad guy. Gay old time. Yeah. Easy song.
God. I love that.
One more for the road.
Oh, I love that. I've been through the desert with a horse.
Yeah. Been through the desert, through a desert with no name.
We'll have a gay old time.
Felt good, felt really good, felt good to get out of the rain.
That's
I learned so many songs on that piano.
yeah, 58
to be exact.
You have to come back to those. I'm sure everyone, you can just send in your requests to Andrew, and he'll play them in future episodes.
Yeah, I'll play whatever songs. I do take requests. Okay, now this is a big deal for my show. I didn't know I was actually going to be able to get him or why he even honestly answered my email, but somehow he's doing it. So please welcome to the show the owner of the Washington Redskins, Mr. Daniel Snyder. Hello, Mr. Schneider. How are you?
Hello, Andrew. Thank you for having me on.
So look, I want to get right into this. Let's talk about the name, the Washington Redskins. Now, it's very derogatory and frankly a very racist name. And you've recently come under some fire, and you've said in the past there's no way you're going to be changing the name. But now are you willing to consider it?
Yes, well, we've been batting around some ideas at headquarters, and we've been thinking about putting some new names we could possibly go with, you know. We're thinking about calling them the Washington Mud Sweepers.
I'm sorry, did you say sweepers?
Yeah, the Mud Sweepers.
You know, that still sounds somehow, that sounds racist. I think maybe you should go with...
That's just one name we're trying to go with. We have a few others. How about the Washington Soup Chuggers?
Soup Chuggers? Did you say soup chuggers?
Yeah, we can serve soup for all them soup chuggers down there for the Washington Soup Chuggers.
Mr. Schneider, I'm sorry. Listen, I'm just a guy that has a podcast. I'm not any expert on this, but I think you're saying just old-timey racist things. Why not just go with something simple, like the name of a large cat? You know, there's the Detroit Lions, the South Carolina Panthers. You could just call them like the Washington Tigers. No one gets offended when you say Tigers.
Right. How about the Washington Stripebacks?
What?
Well, that's what you said, right? The Washington Stripebacks?
No. Again, that's vaguely racist. Again.
Look, I'm just saying what you're saying, young man.
No, I said tiger, sir. I said tiger.
Tiger, stripeback, same thing.
No, look. Just get a mascot that isn't racist and isn't a hateful stereotype from the early 1900s. For heaven's sake, it shouldn't be this hard. The Spartans, the Mongooses. Look, hold on. Let me pull up. I have some other Washington names right here. You have the Wizards, the Nationals, the Capitals. They're all very basic. They're not offensive, and they don't even sound offensive.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit confused. I don't even know why Redskins is offensive in the first place.
Sir, it's a derogatory term used by colonialists to identify race in the late 1800s. How can you not find that offensive?
Okay, Dan. Well, listen, I'm going to read you a list of other names. You tell me whether I should or should not consider them for a new mascot.
Oh, my God. Shit. Okay.
Spoon Boys.
No.
Cattle Lips.
No.
Sprinkle Nose Town Walkers.
No, definitely not. I don't know what these are, but they all sound fucking racist. Stop saying them, please.
All right, well, how about the Washington Feather Toes?
Okay, look, this has been a pointless conversation. Please stop saying racist stuff on my show. Sir, please.
How about the Washington Bushes?
Wait, you mean like naming the team after me?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know why you would do that, but yeah, I think that's an okay name, I think.
The Washington Fat Bushes.
No.
Yeah. Well, how about this? The Washington Dead Cats.
All right, you know what? I'm hanging up. Thank you, Dan Snyder. You're a real piece of shit. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on. Have a great day.
Sorry about that, folks. I really thought that. I don't know what I thought. I thought that would be able to work for some reason. I apologize. We're going to get back to the show with my conversation with Chris Albright now. I'm sorry about that. Enjoy the rest of the Superbush show.
Remember, like, I was thinking about this the other day. Remember all the 90s commercials? Like, everyone was so catchy. They all had, like, a jingle. They don't do that anymore. Put the pieces into the slot. Make the right selection. But be quick, you're racing the clock. Wow! Pat goes perfection. You're like, oh! Or hungry, hungry hippos. They all have that, don't wake daddy.
My favorite one is, My favorite one is, I'm Mr. Bucket. You put your balls in my mouth. I'm Mr. Bucket.
That was a great...
And kids would be like, quickly, he's spitting balls everywhere. What a messy fucking game that was. You would just spit balls all over your house. And you would grab the balls and stick the balls back in his mouth. And he'd be like, no.
The balls would go in his head, right? And then he would blow them out of his mouth?
No, I don't think you're supposed to put the balls back in Mr. Bucket's mouth.
No, he spits the balls out.
Yeah, because he would just spit it back out. He would go,
yeah. I stick your balls in my mouth, Mr. Bucket.
You think there was ever any like perverted dad back in the day who was like looking at he got drunk enough to be like, Mr. Bucket's looking pretty good. You walk in, your dad's fucking Mr. Bucket in the mouth. Dad, what are you doing to Mr. Bucket?
You imagine going to the hospital? I put my balls in his mouth. Like kicking him off.
Apparently, Mr. Bucket's balls are not the same diameter as my penis.
What are you doing this summer?
I don't know. I wanted to do something a little crazy. You know, I want to do something because I'm kind of indoors and I'm like, oh, do I dye my hair blonde? Do I do, the belly button ring? I was just thinking about that. I could get my belly button pierced. I could do that, or pierce my ears. Yeah. I wanted to do that because pirates do that. But I was just thinking how useful a belly button piercing could be. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
You ever date a girl? You ever date a girl with a belly button piercing, and it's just like, and they're like, oh, and they have like the chain, like a long chain hanging down from it.
I used to put my pencil in it at school, and then I just always had a pencil when I needed it.
Hey, Janelle, do you have that pencil for me? Oh, yeah.
Here? Oh, right here. Oh, here you go.
There you go. The little reloads for the mechanical ones. For the little mechanical
do you have the reloads?
You have the
reloads hang from the chain.
You guys want some gum? Here, I have some gum in here. I was say, like, you put the chain and put it right into your wallet. Like, you have like a little wallet chain. Someone tries to steal your wallet and they're ripping on your navel.
Or you hang like one of those. Oh God!
I have a really deep belly button, anyways. I could probably pierce it like 18 times. I could go like it'd be like a little treasure chest in there, like a little.
You do have a
dragon trade.
You know, it'd be cool for your belly button. You get like a small old timey watch and hang it from the chain and stick the watch in your belly button, and then just go. It's 3 o'clock.
What time is it? 6 o'clock. Put a bit in there.
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. Did he just pull a fucking? It'd be like a little, like an interdimensional little pocket thing out of there.
Did he just pull a pocket watch out of his belly button?
The largest thing I've ever put in there is a small pencil, and and here's the thing: is that if I can write with it too. Like here's the thing: is I stick the eraser end all the way into the belly button, and then I can just kind of hold my belly and kind of write with it. And you put the pressure in there. But if you turn it the other way and try to erase with it, the pointy end like stabs me in the gut. So I don't want to do that.
Yeah, don't do
like,
that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That hurts
Good
a little
for painting.
bit.
Why don't you buy a canvas and put a paintbrush in there and just kind of wiggle it up?
I feel like people would buy that. I feel like that's a great idea. Like if I stuck a paintbrush in my belly button and painted everything with my belly button.
Yeah.
And I'd be like a self-portrait of the artist. I could just draw a big circle. A big dark circle and be like, that's a self-portrait of the artist, my belly button. By Andrew Bush's belly button. Did you do all these? I'm like, nah, he did. Like I'll just wear like a crop top. Want to meet the artist? Want to meet the artist?
Do a meet and greet signing. Let me sign that for you. Just stick a pen in there.
Yeah. Stick a pen in there.
That's gross.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm a little chunky now, and but it's always been deep ever since I don't know what the back of it looks like. It's always been fucking deep. I'm envious of people who have the ones that kind of stick out a little bit, that look like little nubbins. I'm just like, oh, that's a great belly button.
Do you know anybody with an Audi? I don't think I'm sure somebody has an Audi.
I have a friend that looks like one that looks like it's been tied off and like a little thumb sticking out like that.
Yeah, a little Audi.
I try not to think. Here's the thing. Whenever I see one out, I look at it. Whenever I see a belly button out, I look at it. Really, I have to. I look at them all the time. I look at them more than anything else. More than any other part of people's bodies. I study them.
Belly button on that guy?
Girls. I'm kind of bisexual when it comes to belly buttons. I'll look at any of them. I'm like, look at that. If there's a fat guy with a homeless guy and he's sticking out, he's got that one dirty foot, I'm looking at his belly button like, what's going on in there? I don't go up to it and look into it, by the way. I just kind of give it a little glance, like a little.
Well,
There's a button.
What if you had the sharpener in your belly button? And you go, oh, can I just sharpen this?
People just stick their pencils in there going. That would really save time and money if I had my own one in my belly button.
Yeah. So much.
Yeah. They'd be like, hold on, I have to empty it out. And I'll have all those pencil shavings. Those pencil shavings coming out of my belly button.
Well, I haven't seen you like in months. I haven't seen you all summer. I miss you this summer.
Oh.
You know what else? What else is this summer? It's the 1-year anniversary of Adventure Buddies.
Oh yeah, Adventure. But you know what? I'm gonna play the song. I'll play the song that we put together for this.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play the song.
Wait here, we'll play it right now.
Ha! All right, Adventure Buddies. 1, 2, and other numbers. Adventure Buddies. They came up with the plan. They said, let's go adventure-ran. Evan is one guy, the other is Chris, and together they adventure outside Los Angeles.
Andrew wrote that song, and we were cracking up, and we recorded it, and then we sent it overseas to be where was it? Pakistan, Andrew? They made a little
India.
India, Pakistan.
India and Pakistan are next to each other. That's geography. I just want to put that out there for everybody who listens to the show as a little bit of education for everyone. Pakistan and India are right next to each other. I'm just saying, there's sometimes people are like, "Where's India? I don't know. I don't know who."
No,
you have to.
You have to teach the audience. Yeah, little fun fact.
Teach them a little fun fact like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we sent it to Pakistan or India. We might actually use both because I think I used another one at another point. But I wanted an opening like I Dream of Jeannie or like those old like Bewitched, like how they had the cartoon openings, or like The Nanny. I was like, oh, that would be so funny to have the cartoon characters of us.
You made this web series called Adventure Buddies with you and your friend Evan. And I was also in it, but I never went around with you guys. I didn't go to any of these places. I stayed here in LA. So anytime you had anything going on in Los Angeles, I'm in the shot. I'm doing the Los Angeles, scenes, which a lot of the scenes were done in Los Angeles, and then you'd go to other places and film there. So you went to Vegas, you went to Philadelphia, you went to Seattle, you went to Tampa, Florida, you went to, what was the fifth one? And the fifth one was Los Angeles, right? So those are all the places that you went. And it was just kind of like a travel blog, but like in a funny sort of goofy ass travel blog type of way.
Yeah, the original plan was like travel vlog. And I think you were supposed to be in it. And then you are in it, but you have some of the funniest parts. But we were supposed to just do like travel vlogs. And then I think when we had our first, because we're off of work a lot. And I think when we had our first break, you and Felicia went to Florida. And then me and everyone like, oh, let's just go to Seattle. We just kind of worked it around that we would always forget you. I could plug it right there. Go watch Adventure Buddies. Yeah, you go to Thanks for Coming Production on YouTube.
Where do you go? Adventurebuddies.com? Adventure Buddies, you just type that into YouTube?
Yeah, just type that in YouTube. And it's Thanks for Coming Productions.
We still
Andrew's hilarious in it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And then people could see what I actually look like. People could be like, he's not that ugly. He always talks about how ugly he is, but he's not that ugly.
But he could definitely fit a pencil in his belly button.
But definitely. Am I shirtless? Am I shirtless in this thing? If I am shirtless, I might go shirtless a couple times. If I do, check out that button there, folks. Just know you could go at least knuckle deep in there if you were a fireman. If you got long fireman fingers, you could stick your fucking halfway in with those fireman fingers.
Your belly button's like Mr. Bucket. I'm Andrew Bush.
You can try and put balls in my button. Sure.
I'm Andrew Bush. I put your balls in my belt. Wait, I'm Andrew Bush. I put your balls in my button.
Hold on. I got a thing. I can write this theme song. Hold on a second. Let me just.
Oh wait. Oh, here comes the keyboard.
All right. What is it? It's a
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Mr. Bush, you can put buttons in my button. What? Balls in my button. Balls right in my belly button. We'll have a gay old time.
Hey kids, are you sick and tired of the same old breakfast cereal?
Yeah!
Well then you should try new Gooby Loops.
Yay!
What are Gooby Loops?
Gooby Loops are packed with whole grains, fiber, and vitamins, so your parents can't say no.
And they're delicious!
I like that they're colorful.
With just a hint of sweetness, Gooby Loops are part of a balanced breakfast.
I like breakfast!
I like Gooby Loops. They're...
Oh my goodness, Maggie! Did you just poop your pants?
No.
Mom, Mikey pooped on himself!
Hey kids, did I mention that Gooby Loops has 60 times the recommended amount of fiber needed for a child? I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, my stomach.
Ew, that really stinks! I'm gonna throw up!
Gooby Loops, so good you'll shit your pants!
Gooby Loops should not be consumed by children under the age of 12, as it may cause loud but hilarious flatulence.
Breakfast is ruined!
My wife and I, we have a pool over here in our building, so we're going in the pool, and we're out on the pool, right? Did you ever play this game growing up, like Marco Polo? Like, everyone's played this game, right? Where what do you do?
Go around the pool.
You go around the pool,
Marco.
and everyone goes, Polo, and then they go, and they tag you, and they try and, like, grab you and everything. You're just like, oh, my God. Marco Polo was a real guy, right? This was a real human being. Why did they name this game after him? Was he someone who had a pool? Who got lost in the pool? Was he a blind guy? I don't know the story. That's why I'm just wondering, like, what is this?
I think he was an explorer.
Right.
So you're like exploring the water?
Yeah, but like
I don't
Christopher
know.
Columbus was an explorer, and so was like Magellan. No one's ever like, Ferdinand, and everyone's like, Magellan.
Magellan.
Like, no one ever plays that game.
Well, there's a GPS named Magellan, so
Yeah.
there is that.
So like, I went to Venice. Not Venice Beach, but like Venice, Italy, because I guess that's where Marco Polo was from, right?
Yeah. Right.
And they're like, and right over there, that is a Marco Polo's house. And I was like, where? And they're like, over there. And I was like, where? And they're like, there. And I was like, where?
Oh, wait, so...
Why did they name it after him?
Wait, so I just Googled. It says, one origin of the story claims that while traveling to China, Marco actually got separated from his family and responded with Polo as they called for him with Marco.
Wait, so we do it backwards? Polo.
They called for him with Marco, and he would say Polo because he was trying to find his family. That doesn't seem right though.
I read, actually I'm Googling it too right now, and it says that it used to be called Marco Polio before 1954, but it was really sad when the kids played because they would just float there in the pool like this.
Oh God.
Marco Polio.
Jeez.
I don't know. I don't know about that guy. I
Yeah,
feel like he's
Polo.
done a lot of shit. Like he got the shirts and he's like, let's just put the collars on them. He's like a regular shirt, but you wear it on Fridays and you look really nice. You wear it with your buddies.
It's not quite a dress shirt and not quite a t-shirt. It's like it's a polo.
Two buttons. Put the two buttons just at the top. Two buttons.
Yeah. And let's go play golf.
Marco, this is what are you going to call your shirts? Just name it after me. Just call them Marco shirts. No, we don't like Marco shirts. That's kind of weird. Fine, name them Polo shirts.
I want a chicken restaurant, Polo Loco.
El Polo Loco. I'm crazy. What am I going to do with the chickens?
I'm a crazy chicken.
I'm a crazy chicken guy. I'm a Marco Polo. It's ride around on horses and hit the things that we see sticks. We call it Polo. Little children that cannot walk. They fall down. They have to be in a wheelchair as a Marco Polo.
Oh, God.
All right, well, I was just looking at the time now. I think we're out of time.
I feel you should since we learned so much, you should just leave everyone with a final thought. I think that's the best way to go out.
Me with a final thought? I have to do this fucking thing every day. You do a final thought. Let's hear your final thought. And now, for the end of the show, Chris Albright with a final thought.
Hi, this is Chris Albright. I think I'm going to end with a poem. It's more of a haiku, if you will. What's a haiku? 575?
575.
The show is done now. You listened, you laughed, you cried. See you all next time.
What?
Boom. Boom.
You didn't read that? That was amazing.
Boom.
That was amazing. Boom.
You should put some like inspirational music there. I had to count on my fingers though.
I always have Jeremiah do the wind chimes at the end. Jeremiah, wind chimes, please. Jeremiah's not a real guy. He's an imaginary guy.
Okay.
But I found him. I gave him a job. He was sucking cock outside the Burger King.
Oh, perfect.
Gave him a job over here. It was imaginary cock, so it's fine. But it's you know. Yeah.
Tim Curry as imaginary Jeremiah. Is that his name?
Jeremiah is his name. Yeah.
Tim Curry as imaginary Jeremiah to lead us out with the chimes.
I'm gonna do the chimes now. That's the end of the show. Thank you so much to Chris Albright, Evan Ramby, and as always, the beautiful Mrs. Felicia Bush. Catch me next week, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great week.